So just a stone's throw north up the road from Locale State Park. This is actually still Locale State Park, but I'm at Indian Beach, which is just north of where I was before, checking out the Goonies area. And if you look down here out at the ocean, you can see a lot of people surfing out there, which is actually very appropriate because this swath of beach right here was where the final scene of Point Break was shot, when Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze have their final confrontation right before Patrick Swayze, spoiler alert, commits suicide and goes off into the ocean. But this doubled for Australia, and you know, it's a really large swath of the beach, and the sun is sort of right in my face. But if you look back that way, in the background of that scene when they're fighting, look for large sea stacks in the background out over there. And also while they're on the beach, look for these tall, you know, really tall coastal trees, a steep kind of cliff with trees on them going down, and you'll recognize that this is in fact where they shot that. Very cool.
That spot is so
How are the waves?
so fun.
So literally, I'm on Indian Beach, and these stairs that I just walked down. See the kind of fence, the fences up there. Right around here, there's a shot of the Australian police force kind of coming down the hill, and one guy's like, "You go that way, you go this way, you go that way." They're sort of coordinating. I really think it's right over there. Cliffs on both sides. I'm not gonna paddle to New Zealand.
Cliffs on both sides. I'm not gonna paddle to New Zealand.
I don't care. You've got to go down. It's got to be that way.
I don't care. You gotta go down. It's gotta be that way.
One thing I love so much about Point Break, and I mean this in a good way, the movie has a number of false climaxes. And as a kid, I never wanted the action to end. I always wanted it to top, and I wanted the climax to get bigger and bigger. And there was a lot of movies that I was disappointed by because I felt underwhelmed by the climax. Point Break is not one of them, because it has a huge bank robbery where a lot of the characters die. You think that's the climax, then it's not. Then they go to the Santa Monica airport, then they get on a plane. There's a second skydiving sequence with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. You think that that's the climax, but that is not the end. After that, there's a whole other like 10-minute scene in Australia, which is the real climax. So structure-wise, as a kid, I love the fact that the last third of that movie just keeps going and going and going in the best possible way. It doesn't outstay its welcome. It gives you everything you want and then some. So by the time you get to the end of the film, you feel really fulfilled. Keanu Reeves, after he lets his friend go, he's done with the FBI. He's over it. And so he just walks off all pissed off, and he's like, ugh. And then the music, he takes his wallet, FBI badge, throws it into the ocean, end credits roll, and it's like, you've just watched Point Break, and it's awesome. I lingered on Indian Beach for a while before I finally got back in my car and began the long drive south to LA. There is so much more to see in the Pacific Northwest and California, but at this point in my trip, I was now a week out from Thanksgiving, and I had to get back to Los Angeles to catch a flight back east for the holiday. As I headed home and came within striking distance of the San Fernando Valley, this marked the end of a 2.5-month-long journey from LA to the Arctic Ocean and back. The first 18 episodes of this show were all part of a single trip I will never forget. When I pulled into the parking garage in my apartment, I had driven exactly 10,500 miles in total.